Namaste, I'm Susila from Her Farm Film. Today we have three guests and we are going to talk about acupuncture a little bit. We have Dr. Bal Krishna and we have Sunita Sharma and we have Namuna. Please, Dr. Bal Krishna, tell about you a little bit, introduce.
Well, I probably it's more useful to tell about the work than just on a personal level. I'm here on the name of Acupuncture Without Border Portugal, and it's a non-profit organization that works all over the world with one basic intention, and that intention brings us to her farm, Nepal, also.
And we have Sunita Sharma, please tell about you a
My name
little
is
bit.
Sunita Subedi Sharma. I'm from Nepal. I work in her farm.
And we have another person,
It's me,
Namuna.
Namuna Lobchan. I'm community nurse at the Har Farm, Nepal, and I work here with the community people. I help here community people, and I give them health services.
Okay, we gonna start talk right now. Dr. Balkrishna, how you motivate, how you interest
Oh,
about the
that's a long
acupuncture?
story. I work with acupuncture since last 37 years. And before that, once I was very, very sick somewhere in the mountains. And the only help that came was through acupuncture. That brought me a better interest than in the past where I studied allopathy, that something can be done just with the needles to help people. So I renewed this interest, went back to Europe, and I studied from 1978 till 1982, 4 years studies in France, and that's what brought me to acupuncture. Yeah? And since then, I have been practicing it.
Working on with this long time, yeah.
37 years I work with acupuncture. Yes.
That's good. And how you decide to come over
Oh yeah.
here in
So
Har Farm?
I came 2 years ago to Nepal for when there was earthquake to see if we could be of some use, and then somehow her farm and Sunita contacted through Sudeep, a friend, a common friend in Kathmandu, and we realized that this was a very important invitation. For our aim is to teach, not specifically just treat people, but mainly to teach someone who lives here and who can work and take care of people in the small villages, and which is the case here. So it attracted me immediately, this possibility. And from now onwards, I would say, first thing is I would like to thank her farm, Nepal, and all those friends like you and Sumita and all the other friends, all the sisters and brothers who work here. I would like to be grateful, yeah, for this opportunity.
That's good. And Sunita, how you decide to bring acupuncture over here? Why?
Because I
Tell
decide
us.
a little bit, I know already about the acupuncture because no side effect and not does cost money, and that's the way also work, and that's the way I decided to bring the Professor Balkrishna.
You know before already about
Yeah, something already I hear, and also I believe the natural medicine, and also that's why there is a no side effect natural medicine. Also, acupuncture doesn't have side effect. So that's the way.
That's good. And now, Namuna, in a week training, what you feel now? It's a good acupuncture is we can use with the villager people in the future. We can do something. You are already the medicine person, nurse. So what do you
In a
feel
week,
in
I
this
learned a
training?
lot about the acupuncture, and I'm really happy to learn those things, and I think I'm gonna use on this community people in the future also, and I think it's helpful a lot. In a week, we also find that many people have already their what they have their like a problem. The problem is like not more, but they have less problem now when we start treating for them, I think it's gonna useful for all the community people. And I think I have seen many people in this week. Like we just start from the yesterday to treating them, but when they get treated today, we have much more people. So it's gonna useful, and I think we're gonna treat the community people. And I have seen like many people are happy by our treatment. So it is useful for the us and our community people, and for me also, myself also, it's amazing. I have been studying like a medicine also, but medicine there is like a much side effect. It costs a lot of money, but for the acupuncture we can use like a less money, and it's not expensive also, and it's it's we don't have to like focus on also like we don't have to focus for much things. We can, if we focus for little things, we can do more. So I think it's useful for us.
How you can do, the apply with the villager, because the who gonna see first time needles,
Yeah,
they
we're
gonna
gonna
skip.
use and we're gonna apply for them like before the puncture. We treating them like differently. We can we can tell them like a psychological things, and we can we can convince them how it's gonna work and how it helps for future, and how it's work for in our body. It's like we learn different therapy also on acupuncture, like acupressure. It just massage things, and then we learn about how to treatment like a diarrhea without needle, how to get energy and body without needle. So we're gonna tell them first those things, and after that when they agree with us, when they convince totally, we're gonna put the needle.
So Dr. Balkrishna, how you feeling? You are with us in a week. What do you think? We learn something. How is the our learning?
I work since last 6 years for Acupuncture Without Border, and this is the first mission, I would say, with best success I have ever had. You all have shown, we have worked with doctors, with nurses. Here you have shown great interest, strong enthusiasm, and you have learned faster than ever before I have been able to communicate with in other places, in other missions. And I would like to mention another thing about the medicine. When we use medicine, it creates dependency. We have to use again and again for long period. And once you use all the time, we cannot go back. While with needles, once you treat the problem, you don't have to treat all the time. So it has no side effect, economical or financial, it's not so expensive. And you are on the spot, the doctor or the therapist can treat, but you don't create habit. So there are lots of advantages using acupuncture. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly,
there are lots of
exactly.
good
And
things
I'm
in
really
acupuncture.
very
Yeah.
happy to be here with a group of sisters that learned. Yeah, yes, very happy.
So if we did the acupuncture, by acupuncture, our the problem solved. There are no side effect, no
Slowly,
anything.
we
Yeah.
realize that acupuncture works with all functional problems. It takes its own time to learn more in theory and practice, but whatever we are learning now, I'm sure with the group you will be helpful in little villages where people don't have medicines at hand. Like we had yesterday a case of someone who had a problem, maybe a fracture on the hand, and then suddenly we have to take them quite far away. So if we have some solutions right here and we can apply, that's wonderful. So I think acupuncture in that way, and as you just mentioned, Namuna, we can use acupressure if we don't use the needles. We can use cupping therapy. We can use moxa therapy. There are different ways of treating the way we have been learning to take care of people. Yeah. So
Okay. Now, Sunita, what do you feel this training? What do you think? It's a good training for her farm, for us, or we can use with the apply with the
Yeah,
villager.
that is really good. That's the why I request to the Professor Balkrishna in be here and teaching to you all and myself. That's the why we call invite to him here. that is really work for our villager, because they cannot go in I mean Kathmandu and Madhebesi, because they don't have money. Looks like simple, but a big help. We can do that. That confidence I have, and that is really good.
So okay, at last, do you want to say anything which I didn't ask?
No,
and you
not
want
that I remember specially to say something, but maybe I go out of the acupuncture as a main subject of conversation, and I would say her farm has given me a very special experience. Yeah, besides acupuncture teaching and learning, it's it's meeting all the friends, the youngest to elder ones, how you are able to live together with very non-violent attitude together. This is very, very rare. I'm 66 in my age. I have worked in different places. I have traveled extensively in different continents, but it's very rare. Not to say I have never found, but it's very rare to find a place like you have created in her farm, where just from little children to the elderly people, we live together. Like to see that one child doesn't have just one mother, all the sisters can be mother of one child, yeah, which is a concept that's, I think, very valuable for this world which lives in big confusion, lots of conflicts. Here I've seen how we can remove conflict in a simple place, in a simple way, but it has a profound effect. So for me, I've learned a lot in these few days I'm here, and I'm very, very grateful to the community. Very, very grateful to this community. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And Sunita, do you
Oh,
want to say
I'm
anything?
almost done say anything, but I really appreciate the Professor Balkrishna is here, and what he did, what he teach us, and we going be implement those things in our community. Yeah, I'm so happy to talking to our this many people in here. Again, I wanna back to the Balkrishna.
Again to me.
Yes.
Then
Yes, we want that. Again, you have to come.
if I say, I will always say something which is very positive about her farm. And so I would say, now we will wait. I'm sure the project of her farm will continue, and I've seen in 1 week big differences, yeah, construction, etc. And also it will continue on health level. So I hope to be back, and this hope means we don't know what nature brings us in the future. But when I will be back, I have this clear certainty that there will be progress. We have seen in 1 2 days people from village coming, and today we had to say to few people, please come next time or please be treated later. So I'm sure in 6 7 months when I'm back, we will be stronger, and we will be doing. Yes, yes. So we will be, yes, we will be together again, and we will learn more. And as I heard something which I really profoundly believe, that Sumita said, all of us, we are teachers. So here in this community, we are learning from each other. Somewhere acupuncture is part of our learning, but we have learned together more than just acupuncture, and I'm very thankful this opportunity to be together where we can learn from each other. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to thank for Balkrishna to come here and teach us about the acupuncture, because we have a big dream about the learning the acupuncture from the year ago, but somehow we can learn before, but now we fulfill our dream. It's not much more, but how much we did, we really appreciate much, and then we really happy to learn that much things, and we like to thank a lot for Balkrishna professor, and I hope he also enjoy our company over here, and then he like what we did over here, and he also learned something from us. We did learn much more from him, but might be he also learned something from us. That was, meeting him is grateful for us, and learning acupuncture is much more good. And I think it's gonna we're gonna we're gonna continue in the future also, and we never gonna lose your hope. We gonna
Thank you. So that means this is a win-win project. It's not win-lose project, which is lovable projects where nobody feels losing. we all gain something from each other like human beings. Thank you so much again.